Hello everybody, my name is Victor. Welcome back to Nuzlocke here on the channel. Today we are playing as Bush. Now, to preface this, I will say that Bush is not one of my favorite characters. In fact, he's one of my least favorite characters. His passive Bullseye did get a change over the last patch. The random enemies are now marked, also gain 1% crit damage per level. So the amount of enemies that get marked have been increased, which is good. It's still not the perfect thing that I'd like to see for his passive. Ideally, we'd have something like the Brimstone Curse in Isaac, where if you kill the marked enemy, it spreads the mark to other enemies around it. I think that'd make him really, really, really more powerful. But there are some people who actually really like to play Bush because of the way that his passive works, and also because of the sniper rifles. So I've been not looking forward to this one, but we're going to try to give everyone a fair shot before we start picking and choosing for our Nuzlocks. And the sniper rifle, we know it does have some good practical use sometimes. You can also, of course, manually aim like this if you really wanted to. There we go. And no headshots don't count. That just happened to be a coincidence. I'm just that uber elite with my aim. So Nuzlocke, we have to take the first items first weapons and tomes, as long as we still have empty spots. So we have right now the option to either get the evasion tome or the axe. I'm gonna go axes here because that is one thing that Bush definitely lacks, is the up close and personal damage. Go ahead and turn up the opacity because I forgot to turn it up after the last episode. But yeah, man, Bush is just, I just wish that his passive was better. That's it. The sniper rifle was really tough to get around. We'll go jump height here. It's really, really tough to kind of get going, but if you get enough quantity and if you get enough attack speed, the sniper rifle can be an absolutely monster weapon. The problem is that we just have to get there, and that's always the problem with Bush. See the piercing shots there. Silver gain. I guess duration. Duration does actually work for axes. And you know, I think that even though I did make a conscious effort to make sure that I get more chests than that last episode, it still didn't feel like it was as powerful as it could have been had I just waited to get more luck. So I definitely, there's pros and cons to the whole waiting meta. Wait till we open up a oh nice, get aura, nice. Wait till we open up a few chests that get a couple of luck upgrades and then just pause and wait. Although that, of course, does lead to the tendency, which I have the bad tendency in doing, which is just simply forgetting or leaving the chest behind because it's too close to the clock. So I get it. Go for, ooh, Curse Grabbies. Now, Curse Grabbies, according to the stat sheet, is one of the most, if not the, oh, mama, Chaos Tome. And we get Silver Gain. Okay. Curse Grabbies is one of, if not the top DPSing item that you can possibly get in the game, judging from our stats here on Nuzlocke. And that's very, very surprising, but also kind of not surprising because just the way it works. Okay, well, bye. Pick up range, jump height. Let's go pick up range here. Oh, we get a chest. And we can either go bone or lightning staff here for our fourth and final. Let's go. I mean, the bone does a really great job. Let's go bone. Let's get some boning action going here. And Toxic Barrel is going to be our first passive. And we get the Luck Tome, too. Oh, the size, though. We got to get the Luck Tome. The Luck Tome is just too good. We're still looking for... Hopefully, we get... hopefully, we get the XP Tome as well. We'll get the Magnet. Also need a couple extra jumps. We need shields. We need all kinds of good stuff. Damage Tome. Easy choice there. I do feel like that we've been getting pretty lucky on our weapons and tomes lately, but I'm also kind of expecting the other shoe to drop, and it may be because of Bush. All right, we're gonna go golden tome here. So no XP tome. We did get the luck tome, and we're also almost dead because we very briefly touched that elite apparently. So yeah, we are at full build now. Now we can start upgrading as by the rules of the Nuzlocke, and we're dead. Oh, I knew it. I just knew it. This is how it's gonna happen. My prediction is that Bush will be probably the worst performer out of all of Nuzlocke. Start off with a free key here. Now, I hardly ever use the aim function unless if I'm really trying to go for something. Man, we haven't seen Bananarang in forever. Golden Glove's going to give us 15% increased gold gain. Starting off with a legendary Charge Shrine. And sure, damage to elite sounds good. As soon as we got the full build, they dropped an elite skeleton on us and we just died. Proj count is an absolute must-have. If you get multiple shots with a sniper rifle, that's where you want to be. Going to help out the Bananarang as well. It's just globally good for Bush. Crit damage is fine. And yeah, we'll take axes too. Okay. Slightly better build, although I do miss aura. No need for us to use this Suck Shrine right now. And I will take none of these. Okay. We got a Baneling draw here on the seed. And this is a terrible spot for a Charge Shrine. Movement speed for sure. Which is very slow. Another shady guy here. All right, Precision Tome. I think it just makes sense. Going for crit, as you can tell, his passive, with his passive and everything, precision just makes more sense. Coward's Cloak, Moldy Gloves, or Beacon. I'm gonna go Beacon here because we're gonna need the healing. I feel like attack speed. Okay, precision and attack speed's a very good combo. We found the boss portal. Just give me some shield, give me extra jump, and then we're off to the races, I think. And this is neither of that. I'm gonna go for pickup range for XP shards. Just gotta be careful of moving too fast. Yeah, there's the Suck Shrine here. Probably gonna hit this one. Yeah, just more pickup range, I guess. And there we go, Flame Walker or Dexecutioner. I'm gonna go, ooh, man. Flame Walker is just good. I haven't had Dexecutioner forever though. We have attack speed. It might be better for us to go Dexecutioner for the crits. Let's go Dex. I haven't had Dex in a long time. Lifesteal for show. Let's go ahead and heal up here while we saw the beacon. We cannot take this Bananarang upgrade. We have to go evasion here, which really stinks. So the only thing that can help us out would be the XP tome, and we did get it, although the difficulty tome was there. We need XP. Gotta get the XP. So we're at final build now. The only stinker is the evasion tome. Everything else is honestly not that bad. All right, now we can start upgrading. Let's first off go with a sniper rifle upgrade for the size and projectiles. Movement speed, crit chance. We have the precision tome. There's no reason for us to go for crit, so I'm just going to go for ye olde movement speed. All right, come on, Bush. Subvert my expectations, please. I'd love for Bush to be just #1 attack speed. I probably should have taken crit there, actually. Sometimes you need to pull off the aim because the sniper rifle, unlike other shots, it will continue to target stuff where you're aiming, which is not good. And sometimes, on occasion, it will miss the obvious targets that are right in front of you. Just healing up here real quick on this beacon. I don't know how we ended up getting that golden skeleton, but we did. Moldy cheese is great. There we go. All right, full HP. My gosh, there's so many charge shrines over here. Okay, we need shield and we need extra jumps, game. No more playing around here. Size is fine, I guess, but not what we're looking for. Jumps. There we go. All right, just in time for the swarm. We get an axe upgrade. Oh, you jerks. The difficulty is at 0 and our luck is 0, so it should be no challenge at all. Although you would think that, but we are playing Bush. Banana Ring, projectile, and damage is just so good not to have. We will go for attack speed tome. And shield. There we go. We'll go for, I guess, evasion. These both are really bad for mono stats. Well, I mean, the sniper rifle isn't mono stat, but evasion just is kind of a throwaway book at this point. XP gain, baby. Let's hook it to my veins. There's a charge shrine over here we didn't see. All right, so we got stonks going up right now. Going to go for more XP. Cannot emphasize how important the XP tome is, even though I do it in every single episode. And something else I do every single episode is to remind you all, if you continue to join the Nuzbonk series, you want to see more of it with even wackier, crazier rules later on, then click the like button. Easiest way to support my channel. Gold gain? Yeah, give me some gold gain. Ooh. You had to put it up there. I don't think we got the ups. Bushman ain't got no ups right now. We are doing pretty decent damage to the Persistent Tome. To elites right now. And we get Mirror. Reflect any incoming damage back at the attacker. Have a short period of invulnerability. I'm going to go ahead and hit this Suck Shrine now. There's another one right here. XP gain for sure. Crit. Back speed. XP. This is going to be one of those runs where we just have to hope that we get enough luck through items and stuff. But XP is going to be taken care of. I'm going to we'll open up a chest here. Cheeky little chest. And honestly, tac glasses for the sniper rifle is not bad at all. That does give us a 20% bonus damage upgrade to anything that's over 90% HP. I'm going to grab this chest over here as well, just because it's out of the way. And we'll never come back to this side of the map again. Want to make sure we're getting all the pots here. Talked about in the last episode, it does scale with the amount of levels you're at. So if you need money, you need XP, don't neglect the pots. Get the feathers and Curse Doll, Turbo Saw. I guess Curse Doll is fine. Okay. 2 levels of moldy cheese is going to help us out with the poison stacks. There's mountain shrines everywhere. Not gonna lie, I don't feel comfortable taking mountain shrines currently. I think that was our first difficulty upgrade. I already missed the Chaos Tome, by the way. Precision Tome again. More damage. Then the reason why we're getting these early upgrades on precision, attack speed, that sort of thing, is because once we finally start taking those, hopefully, higher luck-induced upgrades for our weapons, they will scale much faster with damage. If the base values of our crit and everything are already elevated through upgrades. 5% difficulty is basically no change from 0%. So more XP. Executioner should help keep us pretty safe. Banana Ring, of course, giving us those piercing shots. We keep giga pumping the XP tome right now. I'll go attack speed here. Throwing boxes at me, man. I don't know how they keep finding just random stuff to throw at me. Precision Tome. There we go. 15 seconds left for the boss. The leg's going to increase our difficulty by 7%. We still have a ways to go for exploration, but with 10 seconds left before the next boss, we have a rage buff here, so I'm gonna go ahead and wait. Multi gloves. I'm hoping the key procs once. Gives a free chest to be nice. There's an XP suck shrine over there, but we're gonna get one when we beat the boss, the final boss anyway, if we do. That chunking goes down in less than 10 seconds. More feathers, jump higher and further. Crit chance, movement speed, get more movement speed. Again, we have the precision tome, so we don't need to be double layering the stats like that. Unless if we are already good on other upgrades here. Banana Ring's great, that's a big damage upgrade there. Again, it's damage, but I want to see more stats. I want to see just more. So we're going XP. This is a bad time to get Kevin for now. In fact, all these are bad, but I am going to take the time bracelet. At least it's replicatable, and we can take it to a microwave if we end up finding one. If we had more movement speed, I would consider Bob, but I just don't think that that's important as just straight up XP scaling for now. Push, you gotta get up there, son. No? Okay. We only have a minute. And we're going way out of our way to get this last charge shrine. Attack glasses is fine. Attack speed here. Just gonna head to the boss. Level 30 is pretty low. I like to be around level 50 or so on normal runs or higher. Oh, our first Moai head. I'll take Golden Shield in case we see Kevin again and we get the opportunity to run a Kevin build. Unlike Mega Chad, though, Sniper or Bush is not really a he's not really a Kevin build character. More XP tome here. XP scaling down to 80%. And our damage is not quite there yet. I think Poison might get Lil Bark, but we might get got here with all these other wisps. And this is the danger I'm talking about with Bush. If you don't have the attack speed immediately, it goes back to Isaac logic as well. We're gonna have to go projectile size here. Damage for the that's a big attack speed tome upgrade. If you don't have the tears rate, if you don't have the ability to dish out damage fast and efficiently, then it doesn't matter how hard you're hitting if you're only firing every 2 weeks. Nice crit chance upgrade there. Huge! Oh my gosh, 15% attack speed upgrade. Massive. Massive there. Let's go for more attack speed. And I think that we just prepare to go into the portal pretty much immediately. We are in... Oh, no, we're not in range of the beacon. So, hopefully we can maybe get level 43, I hope. Going for damage and size on Banana Ring is fine, even though it's a green upgrade. It's totally fine. I was pushed by a chest. Cursed Doll. Okay, level 2 Cursed Doll. We need to get that to 5 is the magical number. Look at the crits going off. Okay, they're getting through, though. We're out. We're done. All right. Honestly, not a disaster of a start like it was in the first run. Definitely could have been a lot worse. Could have been better, but we do have the XP tome already at level 11. And our attacks and our attack speed tome is also level 11. This is just a straight up damage upgrade. Yeah, let's go damage upgrade. As much as I like pickup range, there's no excuse when it comes to damage. You can take it, of course, and it's not always the best option, but in this case where our damage is a little bit worrying. Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up range here. Like, we were able to get through Lil Bark no problem, but it was a little dicey towards the end there. Attack speed over 100% now, attack speed, which is good. Max HP is never going to be a bad thing. I feel like it's been forever since we've seen a beefy ring, man. I know that they're in the rotation, but it feels like many, many episodes. Could have gone difficulty there, opted for lifesteal. Gonna opt for lifesteal again. I think we turn our attention south here. Gonna go gold gain. If we get a couple of these greed shrines. There's one more charge shrine up here. Let's go grab this one. We'll go counterclockwise, I guess. Also a Moai over here. Difficulty. Up that up to 55% difficulty, 52%. Yeah, time bracelet's going to give us a little bit more XP. I'm going to grab this chest here just because it's the last time we'll ever come up on the side. And we did get a free key proc, even though it was for a key. But hey, we didn't have to pay for it. That's fine by me. Damage and projectile count upgrade there for Banana Ring. More attack speed for the cooldown tome. More pickup range is fine, although duration is not bad for the axe either. Okay, level 3 cheese. Gotta have our cheese. Can't be playing Mega Bonk without no cheese. Crit damage is great, especially with us having the precision tome here. Don't go me to slow down there, partner. I don't know who you're stepping up to like that, but it ain't gonna be us. Got stuck on the beacon. Up our damage and size here. Actually, we really need damage on the Executioner. Yeah, that was only level 2. 25 seconds for the first swarm. We look like we are going to be able to get Stone Golem down before that swarm hits with 19 seconds to spare. So, you know, our damage is not... get out of here. Our damage is not trash. It's decent. It's hard to be trash whenever we've got the loadouts that we do here. XP gain is huge. 6 seconds left on the swarm here. We do have a shield, and I just popped that challenge shrine, so I'm going to grab the shield. Here comes the swarm. And what I don't want them to do is to just get on top of me and then just pin me down without a way to escape. Ooh, there's a rage buff here. Huge axe upgrade. 2 proj and also 3 damage per axe. Can I get to the rage buff? This is... I think we got it. Yeah, right before the shield let out. Whew, that timing could not have been any closer there. Crit chance and damage upgrade for the Executioner. I don't like these elites falling all over the place, so we got to get out of here. Base damage upgrade for the sniper rifle and proj is probably best. Sniper rifle proj again. Oh, I missed the level up Skelly. Another damage upgrade here. Another key. XP for sure. This run's going to be built around and heavily pivot around how many XP level upgrades we get on the XP tome. As a difficulty and luck are not gonna be able to carry this run. Huge crit damage upgrade, 17.2%. Gonna be nice for our 83% crit chance. Jim Sauce just gives us a little bit more damage. We don't care about the evasion tome, although it is nice to have some evasion. I'm not saying it's totally irrelevant on Bush, but it's kind of irrelevant. Hopefully it's one of those stats that you just hope you just never have to use. But you'll be glad when you do, when you need it and it's there. And I don't like walking along the perimeters of these cliffs here. Evasion can save your life, though. I'm not going to knock evasion like it's the worst stat in the game. I'm just saying, out of this build, currently, it's the throwaway stat that we have for our tomes. Big pot over there. We are making our way around. We go attack speed. More attack speed is always great. There's a suck shrine here, which I might as well just hit because it's nowhere near anything that I care about. It's certainly not the boss portal. Evasion tome. And it could be worse than evasion, right? Like we could have gotten something like projectile speed or something lame. XP tome. And we'll go for... Give me some turbo socks. XP tome. We still didn't get that. Still did not get that blue skelly. Just lacking that burst damage. XP tome. Give me size. No, we still need... Lifesteal is still a very important stat. 3 minutes 40 left, so we got 38 seconds before the next swarm. More attack speed. Just, sure. Give me the double dip. Got plenty of gold. I'm going to start opening up chests here. Another round of attack glasses. Evasion. All mono stats. More movement speed. Okay, I'm liking our movement speed. Tons and tons of charge shrines here. These are the ones that we skipped earlier. We let them cook for a little bit, so let's see. I'm going to take difficulty here to get the mob spawn rate up a little bit. I don't want to get too crazy. And I want to get this charge shrine before the next swarm, so we have 5 seconds to do that. A big lifesteal gain, too. 3 seconds, 2, 1. We're going to take the Executioner for damage and crit. Even though it's not a great one, it's better than taking evasion there. Max HP is what I took from the charge shrine. And now we just kind of got to hold out here. Play the corners. There's a Moai head over here, which I want to get. Our difficulty sitting at 78%, which is very, very low, but we don't have the... we do not have the difficulty tome, so this is bad. Trying to evade like crazy. Okay, shield is back. They're trying to swarm on top of us, and that's where a majority of our runs die. There's a nuke. Huge nuke. Executioner, man, that was a life-saving nuke right there. What a clutch bomb that was. Double stonks, too. Gonna go for size and crit for the Executioner. Oh, man, we needed that. That was almost a disaster there. There's one more charge shrine we missed, though. Also, we still haven't found the boss portal yet. I don't know how. Are you telling me it's in a little tiny dark area over there? Good chance. Gonna go attack speed. Attack speed. XP tome. XP tome. Here comes Chunkum right next to us. I'll chunk him, you jerk. He's gonna camp this. He's gonna camp this shrine. Gotta say the mirror has been helping us out greatly. I guess movement speed. We do get a rage buff. See if that can be enough. Nope, no rhyme intended, of course. Another tack glasses. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that attack by Chunkum there. Big base damage upgrade there for the sniper rifle, but we got to find the boss portal. How are you still alive? Okay, Boss Buster's great. Eagle Claw is not. Just not. I don't want to skip this Moai head over here. We have 57 seconds left though, and that's kind of worrying me. We still don't know where the boss portal is. We'll go Unstable Transfusion. Yeah, there it is. 7 projectiles for sniper rifles, not terrible, but with 44 seconds left going up against Chadbark, I'm a little bit nervous about this. We don't have a lot of poison, and we don't have a lot of unstable transfusions, so jumped right into that one. Attack speed here. Need damage though, man. Attack speed, damage for the axes. Yeah. The more that we can scale our base damage, the faster that we can get our damage back to where we need it to be. With only 24 seconds left here, stuck. Now here's where I think taking Firewalker would have made a lot more sense than taking the Dexecutioner, which is the reason why I hesitated there. Damage and projectile count for the axes. 3 seconds left before Chadbark is going to be joined by the swarms, and this is not good. Need to get a rage buff or something to drop. There's a stop time buff over here. Precision Tome puts us at 104. Turbo Skates. Yeah, I haven't seen these. I haven't seen these in a while. That'd be only the second time we've seen it in Nuzlocke. It seems like the epics always. Where's the? Where? Oh my god! It spawned in the tree. Been bamboozled. 30 seconds left before it gets pretty much deadly, unless of course the game spawns invisible trees around everywhere. Yeah, it spawned inside of the wall, inside of the ramp. We can't get to it. The cursed doll here, but it's only going to get worse and worse. Sniper rifle upgrade. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go. Attack speed. Precision Tome, we gotta get out of here. XP. XP. I don't even care about the chest. We gotta go. Attack speed. Probably some green anyway. We're out. Oh, that was close. Self-preservation is key in Mega Bonk. And you got a nice, we actually got a free chest there. Recognizing when it's bad is just as good, it's just as useful as it is in Mega Bonk as it is in Isaac. Just get out of there. Our HP is fine. Free Shrine over here. Now it's clear that we don't need, or that we're not going to get a credit card at this point. So at this junction, we're only just going to open up. Oh my god, it's a luck upgrade. Our first luck upgrade in an entire run. Yep. It's clear that we're not going to get any credit cards at this point. So now we're just opening just to get stuff. Beacon's pretty much useless at this point. There's no more levels after this, obviously. The healing shrines, it does help, obviously. But we also have a good amount of lifesteal. We just got Demonic Blade, which is going to give us a chance to heal off of our crits. And of course, we are critting all the time now, so... Nothing? No? Okay. Hey, it's us. Hello, fellow Bush. can see there, without a lot of gold gain and not a lot of procs from the keys, we are already broke. I believe the Brits call this skint or skew whiff or something. Oh no, crazy Brits. Borger. We'll take evasion, just again throw away. Wow, there's 3 charge shrines there. Chunkum's already out. Bananas plus the axes are making things a little bit tricky to see. So I'm going to turn down the opacity here. XP tome, XP tome, attack speed tome. We're laying into him pretty well here. Global proj count. Yeah. Then circles around Chunkum here. So Chunkum went down with 10 seconds before the swarm hits. I'm going to refresh this because this is just dog water right now. Yep. Getting an extra jump or 2 would have been nice, but here comes the swarm. And another global prod, sure. That elite just spawned out of the ground. Need more damage for everything. Our base damage is now a little bit too weak to deal with the mobs at this level. Gonna play a little bit of hide and seek around this corner here. Not getting good damage upgrades. Have this chest. There's a rage buff over here. Okay, we're done with Borgers. Damage and projectile. We're just sending him to the meat grinder. Bodies through the teeth of the combine right here. And we're going to be rewarded with a triple charge shrine. Back speed. Crit. There we go. Evasion, I guess. Okay, there's the portal. Next swarm is coming up in 40 seconds, so damage to elites is fine. I still don't know if bosses count as elites or not. I don't think they do. Damage to elites again. Not really great shrines here. Again, would love to get another jump if possible game. There we go. Thank you. See, all you gotta do is whinge a little bit. Today's just full of British terms today. Damage and size is great for the sniper rifle. You're being pushed back, even though I jumped in the air. I'm going to go for the... At this point, there's no reason to go for keys. We're already pretty much done with the keys in this run. The size of the swarm. Got to keep on moving here. Mana ring, size, and damage. We cannot ignore base damage upgrades any longer. Now we just take whatever base damage upgrades we can get. 10% crit's kind of useless at this point, but you know, it's nice to have base damage upgrade there for the Executioner, and the next boss is coming out pretty soon. So we have a rage buff here. Banana ring, size and damage upgrade there again for the bananas. Our nanners. Jump. Don't go home. It shouldn't be too bad, obviously, because it's only one, but nice crit tome upgrade. The tower is blocking the chest. The tower is blocking the chest. I cannot get that chest. There we go. More attack speed's fine. The banana swirl is doing lots of damage to Stone Golem if he gets in range. So it's kind of functioning a little similar to the way that Firewalker or Flamewalker does, just not as safe. Because the radius of getting into that tornado of bananas is much, much, much smaller than if we just had a lot of size on Flamewalker. Gonna go for Boss Buster to help us out with our damage. Again, we just need a little bit more scaling here. By a little bit, I mean a lot. We just need base damage upgrades. If we can get that, it's all gravy. Gonna go over 206% on XP gain here. And oh my god, is that a luck upgrade? They do exist. A lot of nothing here. Big pot. So 172 levels, or 122 levels, I should say, and almost 13k on kills. Not the craziest build so far, but it's surprisingly functional. Give me more luck, I guess. Not that luck at this stage is going to matter all that much, but you never know. Bomb, get the elites out of the way because we want this charge shrine here. And then it's off to the races. Just a straight up damage upgrade is fine. Oh my gosh. Well, this is going to be fun. Whee! There we go. And it's a big, giant dead end. That is not what I wanted to see. XP tome here, banana ring, attack speed. Damage for the axes is great, and give me more shield, I guess. I don't know. Don't really need crit. I mean, over crits are great. They are a thing in the game, but crit damage is more important right now for us. 55 seconds left. We got to get across the map to those other charge shrines. It's way too many charge shrines left over for us not to have. Sniper rifle here, damage and size is great. You know what, Bush? You all right. You all right. I was a little bit apprehensive about today, especially after that disastrous first run, but you all right. I would have much preferred the first run, though, because of the luck tome. Attack speed. Precision tome. Look at all the crits. 20 seconds left before the final swarm hits here. Gonna go just a straight damage upgrade. Loving our mobility. Our mobility is the only thing that's kept us going in this run. Especially after we got swarmed and that one swarm tried to just destroy us. Gas mask is okay. We'll increase our tankiness a little bit when we're dealing with poison targets. But obviously, as things progress even further, it's going to get... it's going to be... Let's just say it doesn't matter how tanky you get. That's always been one of the chief complaints that I've had about Mega Bonk. What's our lifesteal? We don't... I mean, Electric Plug and Kevin would both be great here at this point. We'll take Kevin. I think our lifesteal is good enough to handle Kevin. And this is going to give us a lot of gold here. Key. Damage for the Executioner. Damage to elites is great. Let's go for XP Tome. There's a chest behind us. Also another shrine over there that I can't see at this point. Oh, Shady Guy. A shard for more XP. Challenge shrine here. Damage and size for the sniper rifle. More gold is great. Evasion just for the throwaway. Excuse me. Sonic Soul gives us damage every time we kill an enemy. Now is when it starts getting a little dicey here. And Banana Ring is really going to serve as our primary defense with the swirl. And yeah, it's a funny game. All right, so let's head on over to the boss portal, and I think we just wait there. Try to grab 1 or 2 more chests on the way. Huge XP boost there. Got wrenches. Wrenches are great. It's going to help us out in the final boss, obviously. Saying it's 17K. Gonna refresh this. Wow. Yeah, that's what 27 luck does to a stat upgrade there. There's a chest over there. I think we already fell, though. I can't... Honestly, can't really tell right now. Camera angle. Damage and projectile count for the sniper rifle, precision tome. The damage and axe. Our axe is only level 11. It's surprising that we're this under leveled, considering that we had the XP tome, and the XP tome is currently level 35, make it 36. We just weren't killing enough, and that is a direct result of us having low difficulty. I want to get that chest. I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna be stupid. More damage for us, and maybe have his legendary. It was not a legendary. There's a magnet over here, I think. Could have swore I saw a magnet. They're throwing towers at me, man. They're throwing multiple towers at me, man. Try to hide underneath the portal here. The chest somewhere. Jeez. I don't know why I thought there was a magnet. I could have swore I saw a magnet power up over there. We got most of the stuff on this level here. Damage for the sniper rifle. We're just looking to build our base damage at this point. I don't care what the quality is. Just need damage. Damage, damage, damage. Still getting knocked around, but the bananas are saving us. That and our evasion. XP tome. And we're just critting non-stop at this point. Look, they can't even get to us because they wedged the tower inside of the portal, man. Okay, no need to get phallic here, game. 100 damage on the sniper rifle. The tower is inside of the portal. what we gonna see another boulder now? Is you're trying to get me demonetized, game? Still grabbing levels here. 26K, almost 27. We're in one-shot territory. The reason why we're gaining XP so much because they're getting so close and then dying to the bananas. And we're dealing enough damage to where we can still take them out. We're level 202. They are hell-bent on trying to wedge this tower right inside the portal. Keep going up with the XP gain here. 29,000 kills for only 124% damage or difficulty is not bad. Could definitely be worse. Ugh. This is such a bad upgrade. Both of these are kind of bad upgrades, but we'll take sniper rifle as our main weapon, because that is going to be the first thing that we have to carry us through the first stage of the boss. Assuming we don't get one shot here. Definitely need to set a goal, probably 30K, and I'm out, because I mean we're still kind of safe right now, but we are in one-shot territory. As soon as I see our shield move, I'm out. The chest right next to us, but there's no way I'm venturing out of there. I think honestly the tower is actually helping us. It's blocking the wisps from getting in. But we're just not getting any daggum damage upgrades. Take evasion. Damage for the banana rings, finally. Damage for the banana rings. Damage for the banana rings. Damage for the decks. Damage for axes. Yeah, this is bad. Yep. Back speed tome. The XP tome. We're nowhere near close to XP, the XP cap yet, which is 10. I'm honestly shocked that we made it this far. 33,000 and counting for kills. Damage for the banana rings. I don't like how this one elite is just standing on top of the portal. Attack speed. My finger is on the E key. I think purple wisps is where we're going to have to call it. Damage for the sniper rifle. Again, not great upgrades here, but we're working with what we got with no luck. 400% attack speed. Damage for the axes is nice. There you go, XP tome there. Level 250. We've gained over 120 levels just by standing here. We're just not getting any damage upgrades for our weapons right now. More evasion. Honestly, there's no telling at how many hits the evasion saved us, especially when that swarm jumped on top of us. Sniper rifle base damage upgrade. Starting to get moved a little bit, and I don't like that. Yeah, I think we go. All right, Bush. Damage not too shabby. Here we go. We only have level 4 wrenches, so it's not going to be that accelerated for the charge time, but... Oh, Bushy. Oh, Bushy. Bushy goodness. All right, one down. Banana rings are really not going to matter anymore unless Darth Vader gets right up on us. There we go. Look at the just the difference in the damage that happened. As soon as the banana swirl hit, it was all over. Which is why Banana Ring is just so good as a defensive option. It's anything that gets within its radius just gets melted. Wow. Okay. The damage is definitely okay. It's not elite, but it's good enough. Yeah, now it's starting to get real hard to see. And the red balls, they're the most dangerous. There you go, that was the last phase. I think Bush is going to get it. There we go. Easy Bush win, surprisingly. And now the wait begins. As always, I encourage everyone to, if you want to tune in and watch this part, that's fine, or you can speed it up. Or if you're a real mega chat out there, you can slow it down for the final phase. Surprisingly, watching a video at slower speed does actually help out the watch time, and also helps you out in the algorithm. As dumb as that sounds. We're off to the races. And all we'd have to do is just sit here and collect our XP and chill out. We'll take the banana ring upgrade. Probably go with, yeah, just more evasion. I mean, damn it! At this point, we just take whatever base damage we can get, even if it's a mono stat. XP gain's fine. Now looking for accurate predictions here on the kill count. I don't know what we're going to end up at, obviously, but if we could do 60, I'd be impressed. With this current difficulty level, though, it's going to be interesting. 124. The big X factor here, of course, is the Bananarang swirl that we've got. The Whirlarang. As I've been talking about for the last 30 minutes, it is a surprisingly good defensive weapon. It's more effective than Aegis. It doesn't prevent you from taking damage, but it does murder everything that gets within your range in the danger zone there. So it can be just, I think it can be safely called a defensive weapon. I think that's fair. Sure. Size of projectiles for the axes. Make a round here in a second to collect all the condensed XP shards around us. Put on Tome. Also can't really ignore the amount of layering that we have with the axes, on top of the fact that we've got the bananas. It's a double whammy of inner melee range attacks that we've got going on. It's going to keep us safe for, I think, a while. Leg's going to upgrade our damage. And a little late for that, but better than nothing. All these condensed XP shards are about to hit, so we're 277 right now, our levels. Go attack speed here. None of our weapons are fully upgraded yet. We're a long way away from that. We'll go XP gain. We might get 60. We just might. XP gain. I guess Bananarang. People have been asking me, am I going to check out Vampire Survivors 2, the sequel, when it comes out? Yes. It looks interesting. It looks right up my alley. I've got on record saying I didn't really vibe with Vampire Survivors, the original. It just wasn't my jam. But I had already played games like 20 Minutes Till Dusk or whatever that was called. What was the other one? Soulstone Survivors, and a few other of the Survivor-like genre. So by that point, it felt kind of dull to me to play the original Vampire Survivors. But we'll give it props for being the OG, obviously. Now, of course, there's 1,000,001 Survivor clones out there. We're sitting at 55,000. So again, I'd be impressed if we get to 60. We don't have idle juice or anything, so it's not like we have to stand still. Kind of letting the XP shards pile up a little bit. And here we go. All those, look at that. We just jumped like 50 levels. All those condensed XP shards just hit. Our axes are really, really low. XP scaling is not at 10 yet. It's getting up there, but I don't think we're gonna hit the cap, the hard cap. Go to XP tome, XP tome, XP tome. Just looking for damage, game. There we go, Dexecutioner upgrade. And really, really showing you the difference between damage of... The difference in our stats. It's not just damage, it's overall stats. When having a good luck run versus one that doesn't have any luck, hardly any. 27% is pretty abysmal. But that's the sweet dance. That is Mega Bonk. You need to have that sort of perfect run where you've got the luck, you've got the XP, you've got the damage, and you have the actual luck of actually getting good items. All that works into the godlike runs that you see on YouTube, which I sadly have not gotten. But that's why we got Nuzbonk, because Nuzbonk just says the heck with all that. Let's just go in and see what kind of random crap we could throw together, and let's make a build out of it. More XP. I'm glad and honestly kind of honored that so many people have adopted the Nuzbonk way of playing to keep the game fun and interesting, because Mega Bonk is a fantastic game. I said it in a ball pit video, and to give props where props are due. You know, when you talk about game of the year, you can't have the conversation without at least mentioning Mega Bonk. Now, it's never going to win game of the year, but it should definitely be mentioned. Just a sort of a tip of the cap, a nod of how good the game is, especially with how it came out of nowhere, single developer, and the explosion of popularity that led it to selling over 1 million copies is unreal for an indie game. And mad respect to Vendadad for declining the nomination for the best new indie developer, because as he stated, he's not a new developer, and I think everyone pretty much already knew that, but hats off to him. The game that he's made. We are at 60K, so very impressed with the kill count here, despite what we have and don't have on this run. We go for XP tomes. Now I'm curious. This is something that I am experimenting with, but I want to poll the mosh pit first here on YouTube. Would you want to see a pause in the recording and just have it jump to what I believe is going to be the end of the run? Obviously, I record these live, so there's no editing involved at all. But what I can do, much like I do in Isaac when I have to take a phone call or something like that, is I can hit pause on the recording in OBS. And that way you all don't have to see the sort of in-between. Because, let's be honest, the choices are not going to be they're not going to be too varied after a certain amount of levels, right? We're just going to be clicking whatever the most colorful thing is, especially if we're already maxed out on certain weapons and that sort of thing. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Give me feedback on that. I would love to know your thoughts on that. Like right now, I probably would have resumed the recording as soon as the purple waves hit, as we know that it's coming to an end soon. And that way, it makes the viewing experience a little bit more enjoyable, and less you have to skip around and interact with the video, that sort of thing. Although it does help out with the algorithm for viewers to interact with the video in some way, even if it's skipping and double tapping a little bit. But I can very easily hit the pause recording button on OBS and just skip to what I believe will be the near end. And we've been wedged into a corner, which honestly is probably the safest spot for us here. I don't think we're going to get 70. But the combo between axes and the bananas are they're really putting a dent in the game's ability to stop us here. A chance up to 400%. Yep, and there we go. So we got Gold Bush, 391 levels, 67,559 kills in a pretty impressive run. One that I didn't think was going to go anywhere near that long, but 67,559. Most DPS was, of course, the Banana Ring and the Axes, both matching each other in total damage, even though the Banana Ring was max. The axe was not. And then, yeah, it was all of our weapons. And this just shows you how little items we had. Look at that. The rest of the items didn't even register because we didn't have enough there. So that was all weapons here, which makes it even more impressive, to be honest, especially, and it's no surprise because of the luck rating and everything. So either way, thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below, give me feedback about skipping the sort of monotonous grind on the final level after the boss. I'd love to know your thoughts on that. And of course, leaving comments also helps support the channel as well. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody.